Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is JoeYoursTruly, back with a more special showcase today, and I finally got some actual PvP gameplay of Yurei and offlane, and not just a normal offlane kind of gameplay. It's actually going to be on the new game mode they call it Nitro, which is supposed to be a faster pace 5v5, kind of like Brawl, where the games do only last around 15 minutes usually, but now it's on this map. There's a lot of mixed stuff about that. Like, I'm personally been a big fan of Brawl, and having it go away temporarily in place of like this game mode that's literally just like normal PvP but more scuff is kind of a choice, I would be honest. But hey, we have the whole legacy game mode to look forward to, so that's like the main thing I'm really like keen on seeing what to do with it, because it's sort of kind of like a nothing burger in my eyes, just having like a faster 5v5 game mode where you get to pull items at like 15 minutes. Like, everything just it's just faster. And the thing that I have issues with the like, since they did all the heal reworks, is the game just got faster and less tactical in a sense. But this is just a more casual game mode technically, so it's probably, I just need to have that mindset with it and not treat this as like the normal 5v5, even though it's literally like looks very similar but not quite it. But anyways, we are playing against the other Yurei. She went a different quest, not different quest. She went a different argument than me. I went for the one that my things bounce more and I have a lot more range, and she went for more. Oh, she missed her E. That's huge for me. Because like, as soon as she missed the E, like she got into the minion wave, and she kind of got wrecked a little bit. And I got Divine Potion too, so I should be able to sustain pretty well. Okay, so nothing feels too dramatically faster, but I think things are gonna start to spike up pretty fast, I imagine. So let's see how this kind of plays out. Because I was kind of, based on what people told me, I was expecting the natural game mode to be like, oh, I'm level 6 at 3 minutes, but it seems like it's still like a little bit downtime before you get to that point, it seems like. Oh. I took a kind of bad trade right there, as you guys saw. But seems like it worked out pretty well in our favor. Because the thing was, like, in this kind of like middle matchup, it's kind of like whoever lands the mark and get the full combos off before the other. It's kind of like, seems like how it's gonna go for when you guys play Yurei and your kind of middle matchups in offlane. But she took a really bad trade earlier, and that's kind of what allowed me to like take that trade still decently well and kind of go after it. I'm maxing Q because again, you heal a lot from your Q. Very important in the lane phase, even though the lane phase in this game mode is technically shorter, I would say. And by the way, there's some pretty interesting stuff going on the map with like a dimension tail, it seems like. So you got some visual changes, kind of like the hype up the season. And why is my backing really fast? That is disgusting. Okay, because I know the jump pad is different, but being able to back like that is crazy fast. Because what that means is that, like, if I'm trying to escape from someone, I go over like a big wall and stop backing, and they just can't stop me by the time they get around. That is disgusting. And what's also disgusting, I'll show you guys in a sec, is these walls, the lack of walls, right here, as you guys see. Well, you can actually just go through them. And the thing that's really scuffed is you see how there's supposed to be a fog wall right here, because right now I can't see anything on that side. But as soon as I start jumping up, you see how the like blue icon and start flicking in and out. I tested this in PvAI. You technically inside the jungle when you do this, and you can do a quick peek like if the jungle is there, for example, and that just gives you free information that's just not a-okay at all. Like, that's actually really disgusting and very scuffed, because this is something they added like very last minute. This wasn't in when I was doing my 1v1s with choice plays. So they added this feature like very last minute, and it looks like it needs some obvious work, but it's literally like less than a week before this patch goes out. It is a very classic Omeda move to add stuff last minute, and stuff just breaks as a result. And yeah, it's starting to be a little bit like critical, but like this last, I think if they didn't like added this like wall change last minute, I think this patch would be like honestly like really good. But I'm worried like the very last minute addition of these walls that obviously needs more QA and work on it. It's just gonna like create a lot more issues and benefits and cool gameplay moments. But anyways, that's enough event for me. Let's see if we can kind of do anything on the map because male matchups are a little bit going. I want to see if I can go gank, for example, on like mids. Maybe go on gadget. Yeah, I can. Waiting for. Is she gonna? Oh wow! You wait. I can wait. So that's another fault. That's completely. Huh? That's completely gone. What the heck? She should be dead. Nice. Because worst comes to worst, I get the E reset to get out. A lot of my ultimate hit is my big thing. And I'll just leave because not sure where the Yurei's right there, but I'm not sure where the rampage is at. But yeah, no, like that's another wall that I didn't even see before. Like I saw most of the side lane walls, and that being completely gone looks so scuffed, to say the least. I think what I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna do Infernum. Like I think like I might honestly just build these runs. I might just do a standard build because that's what you guys are gonna be playing and show you guys like just how you play on the standard offlane build. But I think you can get away without Mutilator and just go for Infernum instead. Like that kind of gives you more options for other items, is my kind of logic. But I'll just go for standard for now. But yeah, no, that looks really scuffed, and that's the kind of thing that like if you give devs time, they can probably smooth it out, make it more natural. But that just obviously looks like the wall glitch out is missing, but that's just potential. The wall is purposely missing, and it looks really bad as a result. Missing left. Not sure what this Yurei's at. I kind of want to just farm this tower a little bit. So I'm definitely you get gold faster, I would say. Yeah, we can go full time. I'm just waiting for that moment where we just start getting a bunch of items or like a bunch of like levels fast. Because level 9, 7 minutes, I guess that's faster, but it doesn't feel like crazy fast. But maybe as this keeps going on more and more. Am I in range? I am in range. Huge. I wonder what the objective time is. We haven't took the first feint too, so I might see how long the timer is on that and see like do a comparison. She excluded me, so I didn't get the reset like I wanted to. Nice. By the way, I've been playing with Pinzo, so shout out to him, of course. Keeping down the mid lane. Oh, this is a mini rampage. This is the mini rampage that's been getting meme on. And he's definitely hard to hit, I would say. Oh, and G Ortus, so we kind of got wrecked a little bit. 15 seconds. Yeah, because I'm trying to think. Yeah, it kind of took me by surprise, I won't lie. I don't think that I think the dead time has changed a little bit. It's just really hard to tell because they're changing a lot of stuff, and it's honestly always the challenge trying to keep track of what's changing and what's staying the same. Because they could change the death timers and Nitro to be faster, and then the death timers and the normal game mode is a little bit slower, right? I need to take a look at the visual patch notes when they come out. Because they're still doing last minute changes to like balance and stuff, so I got her right there. But she gets out because she got the dash and I do not. Wait. Oh. That's unfortunate. It's kind of really hard to do my combos when she can just keep dashing through me. Right? And she's just gonna be able to reset right like that, so I think I do enough damage to kill this tower real quick. Yeah, I kind of do. So So Pinzo was recently taken is already halfway through, by the way. So it's definitely shorter. Am is literally been the same item that I am in the same order too. Like I actually think Infernum second is a bit better since it scales better with Mindrazor, and you go Omeda afterwards. Oh, I missed my mark, so I gotta be a little bit careful. Yeah, it's kind of like a game of who marks who first. She's missing, so definitely mid lane.
The final severance awaits my command.
She dashed towards my team. I'm just ulting her right here to finish her off. Nice. Let's see. 11 minutes, level 12. Yeah, it's definitely faster. So it looks like the game could be end in honestly like 20 minutes. So not 5:15, unless it's like a mega stomp. Seems like games will just usually last around 20 minutes. Oh. Oh, so that was the multi-ultimate by Yurei. It's definitely like, it feels like the main way Yurei can play these team fights out is if she has her ultimate, because then you can, then if I'm ultimate right there, then I just like clump up like 3 people together really easily, especially the tank, and just kind of go ham. But without my ultimate, it's kind of awkward to kind of go in and out, but I'm not quite used to playing this character either, so I definitely need to get used to it. Oh, there's a metal jump pad too. I didn't even realize that. So, objectives bounce faster. I'm not sure if they're like easier to kill. It's easier to kill technically because we have more items, but I'm not sure if they also nerf like the stats of it. Oh, she's going hard on my whiff. Nice. So we got 1 Ventus from that, and we wipe forward them. Yeah, I felt she's definitely someone that like you can't really team fight unless you have your ultimate, because like the only way you can kind of fight people up if you can isolate them somehow and take 1v1s, 1v2s. But if there's like 3+ people looking at you, then things start to get pretty rough, I would say. So I'm just gonna do the main prime really fast because I'm pretty sure we just knew. Oh, it's big prime spawns at 13 minutes. Got you. Okay, yeah. But if we have more people coming over one page by side, yeah. So like big prime 13 minutes. It seems like maybe earlier. Honestly, not too sure when it spawns in. But the fact that it's dying already is like, yeah. Because the health seems about the same, but I think the armor it has is much lower. Because we did with like 3 items really fast. That's actually disgusting. So yeah, I'm kind of going for kind of a sustaining kind of build. Kind of like stacking army fam from Mutilator and Nightfall. That way if I go for kills aggressively, I can get at least a shield. And I'm gonna go Tainted Blade next for more build haste, health, and anti-heal, of course.
Still so much to learn. This will hurt.
Honestly, I was thinking about maybe taking the TP, but I might split push a little bit. Try and be a little bit knowing split pusher that Yurei is actually very good and I have more items than this other Yurei, so I can probably like solo her no problem. So she's trying to all in on me, so that's why I'm gonna back off, because she can kill me pretty fast if I'm careful. Level 16 ultimate at 15 minutes about. Pretty cool stuff. I was sort of trying to look, but I need to pull this left wave in, but I think they're going in on our team. Oh. Oh my god, this range bow. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up to it because it's going on my Wukong, but maybe I should have just turned on them instead. I'm gonna try to get above. I didn't get the reset off of anyone. I forgot the kill, I think is what happened. Is why. Oh, almost got her. Yeah, like one thing that you gotta get used to with the combos is I have to like press Q immediately after I ult, so I mark them again so I can start doing the resets. Alright, we're backing off, so I'll back up as well. We can back up for now. We can go for the Fang. So I think usually you get Primal off of this, but we did the first Fang really late, so we may not get Primal unless we get all the way to 20 minutes this game.
My skills grow sharper.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start this immediately. I'm pretty sure we just nuke it right off the bat, right? Wait, so Primal spawns in even without 3 Fainters taken. Wow, that's really interesting. A lot of sort of small stuff is changing, but it has big implications. Cause I totally thought this is just gonna be the it's gonna be like the normal Fainters because usually Primal doesn't spawn until like the first one. But seems like because the game modes are faster in nature, you actually spawn Primal on third Fainter. So yeah, you spawn Primal on third Primal, and big ult spawns in bigger, but they're really easy to just take out. So it's kind of like what this thing boiled down to is like as soon as those objectives are up, if you just 5-man group up and the enemy team are not there to immediately punish you, you just get free ejected. Is what this is telling me already. I'm a bit late, but maybe I can. She blink. Oh, we're gonna caught up to it. That's huge. I think we can end all the ways to push back, so I kind of have to hit this left wave. Then maybe we can end off this. We don't have big climb, so it might be a bit trickier. Can't really do much to this. Yeah, it's kind of like a big old time. And 2 cannons right there, by the way. So yeah, a lot of small stuff is changing, and all that just accumulates to faster games that you guys are seeing. Because we're about to finish this game in a minute or two once we get big orb. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to like sit here. Oh wait, they got out. That's so unfortunate. Rachel was walking around that corner, but he back off immediately. Cause I was trying to get them behind the cover, and that kind of actually I got baited using my ultimates, and now I don't have ultimate for this fight. Go on the face, maybe. I got blind, so I just didn't know where that what do you call that web paper is going. I think I could catch up to him if I take this way.
The final severance awaits my command.
Nice. That only leaves the gadget. That's annoying that she has the bubble still, and now I finally pop it, but I think I die. This issue. That's unfortunate. Because I was trying to like pop it with the on beat, but I just keep missing it for no reason. But at least it got the kill finally, and looks like we're all just gonna end the game right here in just a sec. So not bad. We got some kills. A little bit like clunky, but this is actually my first time playing her in a more PvP fashion instead of like the 1v1 like choice plays. Because she's definitely a bit tricky to play when it comes to team fighting in this game mode. It's definitely all about team fighting, as you guys are seeing right there. And by the way, I'm turning off my screen because apparently there's something that in between transition from game to main menu that you guys are not allowed to see. So if you want to know what that is, you guys can go wait on the full release of this patch. And I need to like stop yapping in Pinzo's ear and hopefully he mutes me. But seems like we both did the same amount of damage, technically did more damage, but who's counting, right? But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. I'm hoping to see if we can play Yurei against a non-Yurei matchup, because I think that's when it gets, I would say, easier to pull off your combos on her, because you're dealing with another assassin that just eating all over the place. But also just a little bit more interesting to see like the hero differences and strengths and all that. Really, really good stuff. But oh, here, I can turn back on my screen so you guys can actually see the stats. Smooth. But yeah, no, pretty cool stuff. I'm gonna see if we can do a second game right here. Maybe play another here, or maybe play this Yurei again. So let's just kind of jump into the next game. All right, so we're gonna be back here with another Yurei game. I just realized that you have more starting gold, and I kind of like just bought my normal stuff out of habit right there. So there we go. We have a little bit better start. And we're going against Shinbi this time, so this is gonna be she's kind of slippery, but she's more predictable than Yurei, I would say. So this should hopefully be some better kind of laning phase, a little bit more excitement going on into this. The thing I'm gonna do different is I'm gonna go with Crest because Judgment feel nice, but I feel like that's more better on the longer game, and this game mode is pretty short, so I am just gonna like try the Assassin Quest and see how that feels. Because getting the movement speed will be pretty nice. I can kind of get from my own talents, but at the same time, like that's not always as consistent as just the movement speed on yourself and more damage, right? So that's kind of like how I'm feeling. But it's pretty nice that we are a melee hero, but we're like Shimmy, we're melee but also range. So we can oh, it looks like my mark just expired as I went on Shimbi. But I still win that shade really hard. Oh my goodness. Because I have to heal, Shimbi doesn't. So as long as I don't eat straight into a shield too hard, I kind of just win trades pretty easily. Because yeah, like I'm already like in a good spot to kind of all in on her. Nice. And you see right there, we're able to get the kill. I really think like if there's one thing that you have to know about Yurei, is her E like skull thing. It's like really, really strong. Because like it pretty much like acts as another way to do more damage. Like let me rephrase it. Usually assassins, you do your AoE, that AoE is applied once, but technically it's applied more than once unless they have a skull around them. So it allows you just do a lot of disgusting early game damage. So not only that, but you get the reset of course. So I'm like I level 2. I really have 3 abilities where I cast with Q, go in with E, then I can go out again with E. Like that's pretty disgusting stuff. And Yurei's right there, so that's our cue to kind of take a shield pill, wait for Yurei to leave our lane or back. Looks like she's backing, so we can kind of like try to see if we can train to the Shimbi a little bit. And now we just leave. Or we go back in because we got the multiple resets, as you guys see. Like, the fact that we used our each twice and we still can use it again if things go bad for us, it's very telling. Because I'm not too sure if Shimmy got nerfed or not directly, but last I checked, Shimmy is a pretty strong early game champion. But against Yurei, she doesn't really feel like one, I'm gonna be honest.
I will do what
So yeah, I'm also looking here. The passive drip is higher, so
When used with care.
if I stay a little bit longer, I could have back with Mind Waster at 4 minutes. Pretty interesting stuff. Pinzo, we're gonna play with Pinzo again, and he's playing the web with his, what is this one? Does more damage on his last shot, and then knows armor, so it's gonna be pretty good. It should usually be good against Bruiser tanks, but we don't really have any Bruiser tanks on enemy side, so it's not gonna be as strong, but it's still gonna hit like a truck, to say the least. And blinks are 2.5 minutes. So I should use my blinks a bit more aggressive since we get back so fast, which makes sense. Why? Because the game is on much shorter, so it means to compensate for that, you want the blinks all to be much shorter. That's another reason why I like the Dogman. I'm running the one with like more range and bounces. It allows me to push out waves faster, as you guys saw. Plus, it just feels nice to have extra range, so I can kind of play that mid range a bit better.
This will do.
Okay, I'm gonna see if we can kind of do something on this Fang 2 side. This my Pinzo is getting a lot of love by the jungler, unfortunately, so we can see about, I guess, helping do this Fang 2s. And if someone walks in, we can kind of yoink onto them. Like maybe we can, yeah, yoink onto Iggy. Maybe they're on mini prime already. If Iggy's pointing towards right side. Yeah, they're on mini prime. Alright. I somehow lived all right there. And let me be honest, I have no idea what was going on my screen because my camera keep bumping into the wall like that. But somehow worked in our favor. And we got mini prime and some kills. So pretty big stuff.
The spirits entrust me with their power, and I am ready to use it.
I think I'll take a quick reset and then I can probably go and push out some of these waves. Maybe go for mid again, honestly. And let's go for Ortus so we can kind of get the Sumis. I would say that, at least for my, what I like, I do like how this game is faster. So if I want to play close to a normal 5v5, but it's much faster and there's no like FF at 10 minutes, this game definitely is good for that. It allows me also to kind of cook with builds because I can kind of cook with end wall, but it's not quite the same as kind of like this more traditional 5v5 sense. So let me see. I might go for Iggy, honestly. See if we can do something kind of close to him.
Soul's true reckoning is prepared.
He immediately knocked me out, so I was not able to quite kill him. Except he walked back into me. So we got the kill. Because the blinks are much shorter, so you always want to expect they have blink just because they can just blink pretty aggressive to you on most ganks and fights. So yeah, we get mid tower, that's pretty big to open up the map a bit more. And when you have your passive, it does more damage, so it was doing 42 earlier. XD. One more hit, there we go. Very big stuff. So like, yeah, I kind of came into this whole game over the expectation that a lot of people hate it, right? I've been kind of in the loop on some of this conversation. Let me see if I can get some multi kills, then I can finish that thought. Okay, they blink out. Oh no, he almost got it. Yeah, like I should save my E to go in, then I can get more people that way. I need to get used to using my E as engagement for my ultimate rather than me trying to close the distance game range for my RMB. But what I'm trying to say is like I've been kind of in loop with some of the conversations around this. Like there's been a lot of internal feedback that's been pretty negative overall, from what I understand, and like I can see why people wouldn't like this mode. I think the big thing that a lot rubs people off the wrong way about this mode is the fact that Brawl is going away, and supposedly the data shows that Brawl is just not as powerful a game mode as they like. But there is a dedicated player base that really likes the game mode a lot, and taking that away from them is a pretty big bummer. Nice, we saved the mortgage, pretty big. It's kind of like how they say it. It's not quite the same way as like you remember how on OG Paragon we went from like the legacy map to like the new Monolith map. Not quite the same in a sense, but it's kind of similar to where you have probably, I guess the data shows that people don't like the big like legacy map, but there's a dedicated hardcore base that likes it, and when you upsetting them and taking that option away from them is kind of upsetting to say the least. I miss my... Oh my god. It's just running around my circle. Oh. Oh my god, somehow me and Pinzo lived that. Pretty cool stuff. But what I'm getting at is like there's obviously a... I wouldn't say a hardcore player base since it's kind of casual game mode, but there's a dedicated player base that loves Brawl, and the fact that you're taking it away, even if it's only temporarily, it's just like it's understandable why people are upset about that. Because like if that wasn't a thing and this thing was its own separate mode that you can keep this overall, I don't think people would be as negative about this game mode because I see some fun with it. Like if I want to just play a quick game with my friends for the night, like I'll play this because it is frustrating waiting in queue for 20 minutes, getting a PvP 5v5 game, and then people just FF 10 minutes. I'm like, well, I just feel like I'm wasting my time, right? So it's nice to have like this kind of like sort of like normal PvP, but not really kind of modes. If I want to like get that itch and kind of try out some stuff. And I guess people are just coming towards me, so I'll just get away from now. But like, I don't know. There's just no perfect solution. It seems like, well, like if you give a, oh, did they just finish it? Unfortunate. But like, if you give a ball, like you just gotta upset people. If they leave it in, then it's kind of like how do you try out these other game modes and or like avoid the issue of splitting the player base, right? So this whole thing is kind of weird. Like I can see both sides and just know like right sides of like keeping ball in versus having this, or why we're having this game in the first place. Is there a ward here? There is a ward. We have a speedbird. Oh, I guess I'll go right since Shinbi is just doing the classic Shinbi. Doesn't matter that they a different game mode. Shinbi's all just gonna only split push the entire game. And the funny thing is, I can probably catch up to her pretty easily.
There is still so much to learn.
Because I slow, I blink in 15.
Echoes of the past. Hit it.
I forgot to do the thing. I died right there. That's my bad. Like I keep forgetting to use one ability after I ult. I can't use my E right after ulting. I have to ult, then use Q, because then I give him double E's, and then I think I kill it. Because like the fact is, it's just like I used all my cooldown to chase her, and then like when she saw that, she just went all in on me. So that's kind of like where I messed up. Still need to get used to this hero a little bit. Wait, how she kill me with 2 items though? That's interesting. Okay. So definitely Yuri's very squishy, and if you mess up your combos, you just like get punished pretty hard for it. There we go. That was much better because getting those resets was really huge. That's like what I mean is like if you mess up your combo, right? Like if you don't like if you forget to like press Q after your ult or press B, if you use your E right after the ult thing, you just kind of screw up your entire combo. Big time. So yeah, we can do Prime. So long as you don't do that, then G is pretty dang nuts, I would say. Trying to see if I can zone her out a little bit. Oh, make sure I don't get hit by her E. Okay. They're gonna come in. I've ulted in 5 already. Okay, that works. Oh, Shinbi's fighting. Are they gonna come and help her is the thing? Then, oh, they're just leaving her. I see. Well, Shinbi with 3.5 items still just kind of 1v3 right there, you guys saw. So definitely Shinbi's still strong, just Yuri stronger. And let's see if we can actually solo this. I mean, we have like Infernum. We should wreck this really hard. Okay, I can kind of do it, but it's a little bit rough just by myself without might. Because might as well get the Fainted and Primal off the boots. Wait. Pinzo, someone, please help, I beg. I mean, I guess it's just a limit test of how we can do Primal by itself. Jungler is right there. There we go. Alright, now I'll reset to get my items. Let's might as well get Tainted, get a little more HP. We're just gonna run the same build, and I'll save my more cooked builds for the live release of this hero. So I see a juicy ultimate I can do if I can get to that mortgage on time. So yeah, they blink on top of her. Yeah, that blinking and then Eing to create that distance gap and go in the air still is actually pretty nasty and fun combo, I won't lie. So it's a nice faithful 1 for 2. Love to see it. One thing I also need to get in the habit of is showing like what argument they're doing, because it doesn't make a difference, but I know Shinbi sort of have like maybe meta arguments, so it doesn't really matter what she pick, if I'm being honest. It's like if they mount, then I want to see if it's gonna stun me with his ultimate or not, just so I can kind of prepare myself for that. And he's like, yeah, he's not using, he's doing for like a sustain. Oh my god. Yeah. She kind of does a lot of damage, and like the combo is not that hard. It's just the way you want to try and execute it is the thing you have to get used to. Like I'm very used to like playing like a Kwang and just dumping my abilities and like whether I mean technically Kwang has the order to do it, but it doesn't matter if I E first or E after my on B, I still get the knockup. But her is like I have to use Q or on B before I can E out of my dash, because it's very tempting to like group people up and then immediately use your movement speed to create some distance, so you don't get immediately CC by the 3 tanks you just yoink to yourself, right? But that's it. It's just more like a thing I have to get used to, is like using my movement ability very last right there. But yeah, putting out some really serious work, as you guys saw, getting the hang of this hero, because it does definitely make a big difference. Like I said, if you can reset her E multiple times, after you use your ultimate by ultimate queuing E, all that jazz, versus you trying to E immediately afterwards and like, wait a sec, I don't have my reset anymore, so I'm kind of boned. But general thoughts on this game mode, like I said, I heard some internal feedback. A lot of people told me they hated this game mode, so I was kind of expecting much worse than this. It's honestly like not bad. I'm just more bummed out by the fact that Brawl's going away, because I do really like that arena kind of gameplay of just like constantly fighting in the middle. Like there's some frustrating aspects of it for sure. Like always, I hate the coin flip on like the old Prime, but besides that, it is a fun game mode, and pretty sad to see that is going away temporarily because we don't know what's going to come back. Because essentially, it's going to be this new game modes for like 6 weeks. Then I think Legacy, like we bring back the Legacy, that's gonna be next 6 weeks. So you're telling me that people that were really passionate, play Brawl very consistently, are not gonna be able to play that game mode for up to like 12 weeks, right? That is like disgusting behavior, and I think that's the biggest issue. It's like people love Brawl, and you're taking it away from them for 12 weeks. Of course, people are going to get upset. Even if this game mode is really fun, the fact that you are just taking away a game mode from potential, like very dedicated fan base that love the game mode a lot, it's just, I don't know, man. That is just very rough. Like, it's different if they can rotate this out like weekly. So like you can have Brawl for 1 week and 1 week of this, 1 week of Legacy. If the rotations are quicker, sure, maybe it's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. But having no Brawl for a very long time is just gonna upset a lot of people, and I think that's the biggest challenge that I'm gonna have to kind of face and find a balance of rotating out more creative game modes, but also take away what's potentially like, imagine like we're gonna have so much fun with Legacy on the old map. People are gonna love it, and then that's the game mode that's gonna be taken away from us eventually. And so it's gonna be like Paragon over again, going from the Legacy map to the Monolith map, right? It's we need to see how this plays out for sure, but do let me know what you guys think of this new game mode. I think this is fun. There's some clunky stuff with it, right? But it does offer a very faster pace game mode, to be able to play with your friends. Especially since I always have to wait 15 minutes to play a normal PvP game. So the fact that I can kind of play a shorter version of it with like less than a 5 minute queue, I'm hoping, is a big win for me if I want to actually play, test builds out. Because obviously my main content is going to be the normal PvP kind of stuff. But I don't think I'm going to really touch on this game. I'm only doing like a showcase, and then maybe live streams. I'll play with this game with you guys, but we'll see how that goes. But anyways, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for the amazing support. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm not away. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single beat by JoeYoursTruly. But than that, hope you guys have a great rest of your day here. Peace.
How are you liking Yurei?
She is honestly a really fun champion. Like, we actually have a proper assassin, and who knows, God knows how long, because every hero they try to rework to assassin doesn't feel like an assassin, right?
Yeah.
So it feels nice to have a actual assassin new character, but she's fully broken. Is the issue.
She is giga broken.
I don't know. She is disgusting and offlane. I don't know why they keep making junglers heroes that end up just being busted offlane, like with the whole Wukong thing, where they're like, oh, he can play offlane, but it's made like a jungler, but then it's like his offlane is actually just disgusting good, and the only nerfs he got was specifically for offlane. So
yeah, I don't know. That is a good question of why they keep making shit OP.
Good for us.
Like, it is just, oh, this character's a jungler. Is the best offlaner in the game. Like, okay.
Yep.
Funny.
Well, I still can't get over the fact that Count is literally like the best in offlane, and the mid lane and jungle is kind of just whatever, but they don't even recommend offlane. That drives me up the wall.
Yeah, I do think that is funny. Holy, did they buff the Kwang one again?
Wait, me again.
Your augment, it reduces your ult cooldown by 20 seconds now.
Wait, that's actually that's disgusting. What the heck? There's no way they did that.
Originally it was 10.
Yeah, 10
To
seconds.
15. Dude, this character's passive does not work correctly.
do you mean?
Did you notice that at all? Her bounce autos just straight up don't bounce on lane minions.
They do. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
They visually bounce.
But they... What?
Unless it's just, is it just the bonus damage that bounces?
No, it bounces. I'm not sure what you
Well,
mean.
again, visually it bounces, but I think it's, I think it only applies the bonus damage. I don't think it's applying the, it doesn't like auto the whole wave.
I see.
It just applies the bonus damage. I don't know if it's supposed to auto the whole wave.
Well, it goes from 2 bounces to 4 bounces. What's the argument?
Well, yeah. So, but what I'm saying is, when it bounces, it's doing 12 damage on the bounce, which is the bonus damage. It's not autoing on. It doesn't. Auto
well,
everything.
I think the range not supposed to be as heavy. It's not supposed to be as strong as the basic attack damage. Oh, stuff is happening on my side. No, he blinked.
This is a good sign.
Huge. Wait, River spawns at 2:45. I just realized that.
Yeah, they do spawn a little early. I noticed it last game.
Iggy no blink for 2.5 minutes. Look.
Is that actually the blink cooldown?
Yeah, 2.5 minutes. Yep, I
meant to look at that last game, but I forgot.
Because I noticed my shimmy blink again pretty fast, and I blink after it, and I look at my blink immediately. It's like, oh, wait, I get that much faster.
I'll be right back.
I did not look at that. 2.5 minutes is crazy.
Keep your sword hand.
I'm actually testing if if I get stacked passively on my like Alchemist Ward, like wall, or if I just kind of get screwed.
No, it tells you how many stacks you get. And
Oh, you
it's
get
like-
more,
like
14.
More than double.
Okay, that's
you get
good.
normally.
If they want to make this more casual friendly, they should have made it passive gain. I love like stacking a bunch of items involved by just existing, dudes. I love it. Do I get steal?
Light of the heavens.
You also base like 18 billion times. As
Yeah,
fast
I
as
saw
you
that
can.
too. I did not like that. Because essentially what it means is that you can have like a hero jump over a wall, and if they can't follow the melee, they can start backing and just like get the base just like that. When otherwise they could they could went around the car to them. Executed. You want to do mini really fast?
Sure. Down.
A bit more power.
Because the objectives I know is also a lot weaker, but I think it's also because you just gain.
They are very squishy. Yeah.
It's also because I'm not sure if they changed the base stats or you just gain more irons faster. I mean, the growth stats definitely have to be different somehow to compensate for this faster game mode.
You mean on the objectives? Yeah.
Yeah, objective. Yeah, sorry. You wanna?
I don't care.
Oh wait, I still got it. Actually,
Burn. Jungle burn OP.
I'm gonna burn OP. Alright, now I'm gonna see you blink E, suck them all in. I just Q E, knock them up. Surely that's the play.
I'm going for it.
Alright.
Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'll blink in. What?
Oh, rip.
Kind of what?
It wasn't terrible.
I got it. Yeah. It didn't like suck them in as strong as I thought. Like they kind of like went on.
It sucks them in, but it's very quick. It sucks them and then it lets go of them very quick.
Yeah.
really. That caught me. Just fully behind that guy, and I got caught by that.
I'm feeling rather tired.
Are we?
An allied tower is under attack.
I will only rest a moment. Stand straight and keep your sword hand firm.
It's gonna be hard to do in this game since it's so fast, but I really want to try to go for a juicy ultimate from base.
Yeah, it is. The old one, I do think that one is pretty good.
I have my ultimate already, so it's kind of like it feels nice to have 20
I mean,
seconds
that's the
left.
thing, right? I mean, like, at the very worst, your ult is on a 20-second lower cooldown. Like, 100-second Kwang ult, level 6 with 0 haste? Like, sure, man. Like, might as well.
I'll look at mids. That's sick.
He has no ult, but...
Oh, Kwang's on you mids. Wait, he's walking up. Wait, here?
I don't have a dash for 10. Gonna miss.
We can play it slow then.
An allied tower is under attack.
Maybe I'll give my command love. Oh. Sucking me, bro. And you got a dash for free. Oh. Stop. Oh, there we go.
The battle teaches me. Right there.
Well, I'm gonna love the calls of like, help, you're always sucking me.
Yeah.
10 out of 10
Yeah.
call out.
An enemy has been slain.
I'm getting sucked!
I'm being stuck. Oh my god, towers get destroyed so much faster too. Chimera literally just Chimera literally did like half the tower HP all by himself. Like what?
Yeah, towers do just insta-die.
Wait, yo, I literally just killed this yo and she's always back here. No, not like this.
I can walk over, but you look kinda cooked.
I did jump up the wall. Don't mind me.
Lower wall OP.
Yep. I didn't even ride the low wall. My Q can go over it, but still, it's kind of like it was nice. Nice play.
The path ahead seems long. I think of the smiles of home.
I ever tried Kwang jungle, but with the sword core.
I don't think I've played Azure Core Kwang.
It actually feels very good. Trust. Having the shield and all that mana scaling bonus power is kind of OP. Not OP, but it feels very nice to have. But Woma is actually so strong. I can notice how much faster I'm going with just Woma alone. Kind of crazy. But
There's a
Let's see.
storm brewing. Right there.
do you know how many stacks until you get like big hunts?
I don't. Does it say?
Um,
Oh, it says 30.
I guess you always got them, so we can kind of do this really fast.
I feel stronger.
Rises.
That guy has no ults.
I'm going back.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Here, I'm gonna probably leave my sword and see if I can base something then. Here, big way move right here. I'm gonna leave my sword behind the tower. Well,
I don't think he's fallen for that.
yeah, no, it's more like if he somehow like defended the wave and I need to like come back in. Like what I could have done is like I could teleport to the sword and be behind him while you're pushing the wave in, but he took the tower already, so it didn't work out.
Good for us, bad for them.
I'm here, and the team fight's already done. No,
It is kind of over. We were mostly just chasing that guy.
I got a kill still.
Sorry,
It was Woods.
I'll go left.
I got 2 kills. It was Woods. Kwang sold OP. I only got double kill because of Kwang sold OP. There we go.
caught you.
Is under attack.
We took it together.
Wait, I'm ultimate back already. My ultimate is on the 51-second cooldown with 3 items and level 2 ultimates.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Thunder, one for me. Stand straight and keep your sword hand firm.
Wait, I bought some more build to haste and now it's at 30 seconds. 30 seconds. What?
crazy.
There's no way, bro.
Light of the heavens.
Is this big prime, by the way?
Yeah, it is. I'm trying to bait the Yurei and then we can kind of yonk it.
I don't think she's gonna walk in, but... Wait, what?
He's going around us.
Why does that proc Infernum?
It should. Oh.
My right click is full procking Infernum.
I'm just gonna keep hitting the buff. Don't mind me.
Team. We've done it.
Yeah, my right click just was full procking Infernum on the prime, even though it's only 3 hits.
It wasn't parking or was it full parking?
No, it was. But it shouldn't. It's only 3 hits.
Oh. Because the front of parks at 4 hits usually, right?
yeah, it's hitting something 4 times, but I was hitting it 3, and
Return soon.
it was procking Infernum.
Hmm.
I don't have anything else.
You
though,
haven't.
so I can
Have you ever
manage.
played Infernum on Fame Mal?
I think it's okay.
Because you can proc Infernum instantly on 1E. When.
You can if they're ISO'd, but
Well, like, because the proc's full. Because AoE doesn't count as double hit, it just counts 1 hit on 1E. So it should be 2 hits out of 4, but it procs it instantly.
well, because it's procking it for the normal damage and the isolation damage.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah, it only full procs it if they're isolated.
Could like your arm beast proccing at 3 hits because there's some real damage separation between direct hit and explosion damage. I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm trying to think like.
I don't know. Let's see. Can I hit a hero with all 3? I need to see if I can get a hero with all 3.
Oh, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Help, please.
Oh, don't hit me, bro. Chill. Wait.
I'm trying to get to like level 3 ultimate and just see how low it is, because right now it is 36 seconds. I need to get some camps.
I was kind of messing with those guys, and then they started hitting me. Yeah, no, but it doesn't proc on minions. It was only procking on Prime. My right click doesn't proc Infernum on minions either. I don't know, man. Now I'm lost.
It's weird, man. Huge. Wait, I want to see how low my cooldown is to end the game. Yeah, let's see how if I buy a little bit more buildy haste.
How long on your ult?
15 seconds. My ultimate right now is 32 seconds with 66 buildy haste, level 2 ultimates. Don't worry, I'll be there, guys. I'm just waiting to ult. I'm not AFK, I promise.
They'll probably.
Oh, I might win this one. But. Oh my god. He kind of just deleted you guys.
I mean, I was a quarter HP when she ulted. I'm kind of surprised it didn't kill me, to be honest. I have 8,000 gold in hand. What? I have 8,000 gold in hand, bro. That is insane. This is a sentence I never thought I'd say.
Oh, I missed my cue. Oh, I need one more level. Oh no, main's about to end though. Dang it. Wait. But yeah, no, this becomes like a 20-second-ish ultimate at max rank. 66 ability haste. At least in this game mode. Maybe ultimates and are like lower cooldown.
I do think cooldowns are lower in this game mode. I do think so.
But
not 100%, but I do think they're lower.
yeah, but still, that's kind of bonkers. I won't lie. Oh no, I forgot to hide that screen. I'm gonna get NDA on. No.
Yeah, they're gonna kick you out of the creator guild, Joey.
No.